In the last episode, I believe we got out of a war with Italy, and it was a white peace because we were winning, and then Japan joined, and then half of my VPs disappeared, but the enemy VPs didn't really change. Even though we were with Great Britain and Japan was at war with half of the nations in the game, we still white peaced out, unfortunately. So now we're overgoing a massive military change. So all the wars are over. Japan still has a lot of tension with Russia, but all the wars have ended because once a player makes peace, everybody makes peace for some weird reason. And I went ahead, I scrapped 3 of my really old battleships because we're not really going to use them. I have the other 2 in mothballs because they kind of just demand that I have 7 battleships at all times. I'm not really happy with our dock size for building new battleships, and looking at what we'll be fighting with Italy, their battleships are all kind of in the range of our current ones anyway. But they have some stuff that we don't have. So we kind of beat them out in heavy cruisers, mostly because they had more and we sank them. They're building more. Light cruisers, we definitely beat them in. That's even after getting rid of our old light cruisers. Well, actually, oh yeah, no. Yeah, no, we beat them. But they're trying to catch up, clearly. Corvettes, we definitely beat them in, though we have specific uses for our corvettes. Destroyers, we are going to beat them in. We are building new air bases to try to now beat them in naval aircraft, though these are all land-based, not sea-based. We don't have any carriers. I don't plan on really making any anytime soon, because the Mediterranean is just so local. We don't leave it. The land aircraft is enough. Or at least, that's my hope. So they are still making battle cruisers, interestingly. They're not the only one using them. Clearly, they're the only one building up more. We did sink a couple. They are building new 49,000 ton battle cruisers, and they already have some 42,000 tonners. And looking at those using 16-inch guns, as well as 5 and 3-inch dual purpose, not the most efficient. 12-inch belt, 32 knots. It's actually pretty impressive. Their battleships are less so. I want to keep up with them where I see most practical. So I figure, you know what, let's go ahead and make another division of battle cruisers. I think this is a decent time, and we're going to be building up the docks the entire time to try to get battleships that would be more fearsome as we try to catch up to everybody else's dock size, because we're behind Spain still, and we will be for another like 9 months. Everyone else is way ahead, including Italy. This is what I came on with for a battle cruiser. 14-inch guns, quality 1. I was tempted to go with our 16-inchers or 15, but the quality 1 really helps these 14-inchers. And with the 14-inchers, we can focus on speed, which is what I want to focus on with battle cruisers all the time, is speed. So 34 knots instead of 32. It can't go any faster. It's just not supported. This class of ship will not go faster, unfortunately. But still short range to save on space because it doesn't need to go any further. 165 rounds per gun. That's better than the 150 I usually put on there. Maybe not the best. 12 inches on the belt, the conning tower, and the turrets, top and bottom, or all of it, really. Because those are the most important things. If those blow up, you could lose a battlecruiser just like that. We've blown up a lot of their stuff by just blowing up the turrets, causing flash fires, things like that. Deck extended, belt extended, 2 inches only for that anti-shrapnel or whatever it's called. Secondary guns, the 4-inchers, it was either 4 or 5. We have quality 1 on the 4, so I went with 4, dual purpose, and we just put 2 inches on that as well. Deck to 4 inches, that kind of works out with the gun data. It's still easier to shoot someone, I think, on the hull than by using the deck. You have to be really far away and really accurate to hit someone with the deck. We don't have a perfect anything here, but I figure this will be good. Now, the 14-inchers won't have quite the same range, but the range is still pretty good. Equal with my 15-inch max range with this quality 1. I went with kind of the Iowa setup here. You have the 2 turrets on the front and 1 on the back for a total of 9 guns. It's kind of what the Italians were doing with theirs, but they put one in like the midship somewhere, which is stupid. So I figured this would work out pretty well. The other option is to go ahead and put another one on the back and have 2 on each. But seeing as, like, we've seen it before, a lot of what we do shooting comes from the front. The AI commonly tries to run away from us or angle, and there's rarely a time where we need more ammo on the back. Usually that's where we end up only having ammo. So I feel quite comfortable with this. Firepower is not the primary focus of this. Neither is armor, and that's why I'm stopping at 12 inches, because after that you have diminishing returns. Even though I have gone over that before, this is a battlecruiser, I prioritize speed above all else. 250 ammo. I was tempted to put seaplanes on, but I don't want to maintain seaplanes, and again, we're just so close to our own air power all the time. I'd rather just maintain constant air power. Nothing a seaplane can do, really, that my 80 plane, soon to be 100 plane air bases all over the Mediterranean can't do. So this is what we're doing. The Steiermark is the name it picked out from, or for it. So I'm going to save and finish that. 10K just to start developing the design in 4 months. I wanted to put this money to use because I'm making so much money as well. And I was looking at battleship designs. I'm just not quite happy with what I can do with that right now. And now that we just got out of the war, we could put off another one for a while, till like towards the end of World War II era probably. So I think that's just enough time to get a new division of battlecruisers out, probably our final division, our second and final division of battlecruisers, because as we get into the 50s, we'll start having the missile ships being made, and then these battlecruisers could be in trouble there anyway. But these battlecruisers will be useful for our next fight against Italy, I'm pretty confident. And that's where we'll really need them. Battleships, I don't even know. The next division of battleships could be my last battleships as well. I'm not sure, because once missiles become a thing, what are we really going to do then? I'm not sure. Our large and medium anti-air effectiveness is getting better. There's an improved model of our fighter that's been developed. It's faster, better range, better firepower. That sounds amazing. Thank you. Yeah, I'll take that. Tension being reduced with America, increases with Italy and Germany. I don't think Italy has historical enmity, because Austria Hungary wasn't around at this point in history. At this point, I think it's Yugoslavia. So I don't, and Austria, but that becomes Germany somewhere around this point. Either way, we're just getting so much money. Put this on reserve fleet. Nothing is on active force. I believe we have expanded. Have we expanded a dock size? An airbase size? No. Yes. Yes, the airbase Spalato. So it has, right now, naval patrol, medium bomber, fighter. Let's put more medium bombers here. Medium bombers. 20. Great. So airbase Spalato is good to go. It's also reserved. Whatever that means. I'm still not really sure what putting it on reserves does. Something else I could do in the meantime is build some more of these ASW corvettes, because we did lose a couple of them. We have the Arenes, but those are of course on a time limit as well. Now that we have less stuff on trade protection, because we got rid of those old light cruisers, I guess having more of these would be good. We have 9 ASWs. We have like roughly 9. We have like 18 total. I think I'll just throw down 11 of these right now, these ASW corvettes. They'll finish. A lot of these destroyers will finish. We'll amass a small amount of money in this time period as well, and hopefully be good to go. Once things are ready, start pumping out those battle cruisers, keep upgrading the docks, and then eventually when I find a battleship design I'm happy with, we'll pump those out as well. The French are trying to buy stuff from me, but I don't really know if we're going to stay allied or anything, and I have tons of money already, so I'm just going to not sell it. We have no tensions anyway, so a little bit of tensions after a war is already done is fine by me, because our chances of going to war again are just minimal. We have 2 more turns, including this one on the design. We can finish constructing an airbase in Rhodes and Sardinia. New research area discovered. Radar and electronics. Of course I'm designing this battlecruiser right before radar comes out. Of course I am. Well, radar is going to become very interesting. That's going to become a game changer. Good thing I waited on the battleships, though. The battleships can have radar. Okay. Now, we need to get these air bases set up. So, first off, can we put these in, like, reserve? I don't know what that changes. It doesn't change very much. But maybe it just changes what the aircraft are doing. We're going to expand both of these. And then we need to set up our first everything. So, add an air unit, naval patrol, 20, and add unit, naval patrol, 20. Why is it default to 16? It's kind of weird. Our aircraft are getting spread the fuck out because there's like not enough of them and we don't use many different types. So it's just spreading them out like crazy. We've unlocked Higgins boats. Our invasion capability goes up. That's good. This new fighter or something seems to have poor reliability, and the battle cruisers are ready for construction. Oh my god, they cost like 200k. Dude, Italy's making bigger battle cruisers than this, so I don't even feel bad. Their battle cruisers that they are making are bigger than this. Now that's still a terrifying fucking number. 5.6k every like tick. That is insanity. I could probably knock everything else here down to mothball and get a little bit more preparation in. We're not going to be going to war anytime too soon. No, wait, no, you're not supposed to mothball your entire fleet. I forgot about that. They don't like when you do that. What if I just focus on, like, the really big ships? Like, what if I take all of the Budapests and we mothball them? I can get away with that, at least. Gives me a little bit more income to work with here. These destroyers will be the final ones that we're making for right now. They're finishing on about 5 turns. The corvettes will take a couple turns, certainly. And, you know, we're just expanding the air bases so much. I figured this would happen the moment I put those corvettes down, but I figured it would be good to have the corvette, so I just went for it anyway. We could put down the first one. The first Steiermark that has the actual name. Will... Oh, why did that... What? Why did it take that much money just to start? I don't know, it doesn't always do that when you put stuff like that down, so I don't really understand what the deal there is. I could put a halt on the corvettes, and that makes it a lot better. Yeah, we could roll like this for a couple turns, because I want to prioritize the battle cruiser, I feel. Well, the battle cruiser is also going to take, like, let's resume these, the most amount of time. So we'll just halt the battle cruiser itself. Because these will finish first, and we'll just keep chugging some more. It doesn't matter really when it comes out. They all need to be ready at roughly the same time. So that is not as big of an issue. We'll just keep going through the turns and amassing money, I guess. Portable pumps close to mastering. New medium bomber prototypes ready for evaluation. Types in service. These types do not have torpedoes. I'm not very happy with them if they don't have torpedoes, quite frankly. And this is not so old yet. And, well, the reliability is poor, but I feel like I'm just going to roll again. Request medium bomber prototype, bomb load, and toughness. Yeah, let's just request again, because everything else keeps updating itself with variants anyway. So this is not too bad of a way of going. 2 turns until a destroyer finishes. That's a decent amount of money, I suppose. And the Italian government wants to buy tech from me. You're insane. No, I'm not selling you anything. Why would I sell you anything? You're just gonna fight me with it. An anti-French rebellion broke out in Senegal. Well, that's great for them. A destroyer has been commissioned into the Navy. Loner wants to support with an international air race that would cost us 200. I'll give you double that amount. And trophy for fastest aircraft, top speed of 274 knots. We're managing to have the fastest fighters without even really fully prioritizing speed. And it got me some prestige, apparently. Air-launched torpedoes, improvement, hit chances of air-launched torpedoes. We could build air bases with capacity 100 aircraft. And a lot of things have just happened, actually. We just finished expanding these. So we're going to be expanding every single one of these air bases. We can now max out our air bases. Which is good, because when these are all done, I'll have an air base generally in every region, sort of. One right around here. One for right here, and one for over here, and then one that kind of covers all this, and then one that covers all this. Is there room for more? Yes. But this is a huge expansion. We're going to have 500 aircraft once this is done, which is going to put us on the map quite up there, maybe fittingly for our budget. Having any more beyond that point would probably be kind of silly. Let's go ahead and add fighters here. And add some fighters here. 20. I can get away with mothballing my heavy cruisers. What about my light cruisers? Can I mothball them? Yes. Impressively. Like, a lot of my fleet tonnage must be in destroyers at this point. Reserve fleet, the destroyer that just came out. and corvettes. Just trying to save as much money as possible. We're about to finish even more destroyers. Let's actually start the production proper then of the Steyr mark. Soon we'll be able to toss down a lot more of those battlecruisers. They're going to take like 3 years each just to pump out. It's so funny, like halfway through their lifespan that they could really serve most efficiently. That, I think, is roughly where the first missiles are going to become a thing. And oh my god. At least it'll be a good time for a refit, right? It'll be a great time for a refit. Getting all the aircraft made to actually fill these is going to be quite interesting, I imagine. Nope, never mind. This counts as having half of my tonnage on mothball, so we gotta go back to reserve fleet on at least the Admiral spawns, probably. Nope. No, it's not the spawns doing it. It's this. So reserve fleet, these. Can I mothball the spawns, but not the heavies? Okay, no. We just need everything cruiser and above. Well, everything cruiser and below out of the mothballs. Here you go. That's unfortunate. Let's not forget this one. Just keep the battleships like that. We could survive one turn of production like this, at least. And destroyer commissioned into the Navy, only one. America, or no, Britain wants to sell us Wolfpack submarines. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna need to pause this shit again. Wolfpack tactics, sub effectiveness, gradual damage control, improvement. Okay. And everything else is going fine. We are quite negative in money. Let's halt construction on this again. We're negative in balance, not negative in money. Well, negative in income? I don't know what balance makes me think like that's what we have, right? But that's not what it means. We have a bunch of destroyers finishing here in a moment. Put this on reserve. Pop it over into the next turn. Industrial production is soaring. Productivity boosts our production, aka our money, and the new docks have been completed. 4 destroyers have been commissioned into the Navy, and there's a colonial crisis with Italy. Well, I could get some more prestige if I just say fuck you, Italy, which, I mean, I could. What's the worst that could happen? We go to war again? We were just fighting a war. It wouldn't be too hard to be in another one right now. Give me the budget and the prestige. Rebellion in Senegal continues. Oh no, a lot of tension, but I don't really think that's going to start anything, and if it seems like it's about to, I'll do something about it. Resume this construction, monthly balance. Keep building new dock size. At the very least, my actual good battleships will be ready. It's not like they've made any new battleships. And they're not making new battleships. They're just making battle cruisers. And they're trying to... Well, no, they're not. France is building heavy cruisers. Italy was not the one building heavy cruisers. That's all they're doing. They're just building 3 battle cruisers and that's it. So they haven't recovered from this war. They are well behind me. If one starts right now, it wouldn't be terrible, except for the fact that I have everything in like reserve and mothball. That's really the only not great thing. Another destroyer has been commissioned into the Navy. We need to fill a post of naval attaché to Peru. Sure, this is just a way to get rid of somebody that's terrible. This is sorted. Very weird. It's sorted by capitalization, not by skill. That's very strange. Well connected, well connected. What? How you're doubly well connected? What the fuck? Let's get rid of a captain. A below average captain. Here you go. Bye-bye. See you later. And now we have another destroyer that we could put on reserve fleet. I need to make some new divisions. I need to assign a leader to a division. Oh, it's just sorting entirely by this right now. Sort by current command? What is the default way that it sorts by? That it usually has the current command just down there. I don't know. But it's not really properly doing it. Or maybe it is. Sort by rank. Okay, this will do it. Whatever I did right now is doing it. If we want to use above average, we have to dip into these poor ship handler guys. I'll assign them. The 4th destroyer division can get 3 new pythons, and we're going to need another destroyer division. Said another one. The new 8th destroyer division. We have 4 pythons ready for you already. We'll assign commander. Oh, now it's just all over the place. Here, you take another above average poor ship handler. And you will be a screen. Thank you very much. There you go. And let's see what else. We have a decent amount of money. However, I'm afraid of, like, if it just consumes a bunch again. Because I don't know what it did, but it took so much money from me the moment I constructed that first one. Let's give it another turn, let's say. 2 corvettes and destroyers have been commissioned between our navy. And the Kaiser wants to know if I want to solve tensions between us and Italy. I could get more budget if I get more tension, or lower budget and lower tension. I'm tempted to just keep poking them, because again, they haven't really gotten to recover. Not that I'm doing much better at the moment, but I would still win. So yeah, no, it's just more tension, more budget. New medium bomber prototypes. There you go. This is what I like to see. Torpedoes. So this has the highest range out of all of our options. The bomb loads are probably a little different. No, they're all the same. Okay, what makes them stand out then? This has the most toughness as well, the most maneuverability. This is just the best. Without seeing, like, reliability, this Phoenix is just the best. It's not as fast, okay, but it has torpedoes. It's really tough. It's really maneuverable. Its range is insane. Yeah, give me that one. What is our current range? Yeah, this is better. Oh yeah, this other one has worse range. We gotta go with the better range. Give me that new one. Develop torpedo bomber private venture. No thank you. I don't want it. We're getting scarily close to a war. Rather terrifyingly, might I say. Oh yeah, and plane-wise, we have the ability to expand these air bases again, and then go around adding some more stuff. So the ones that are at 100 are going to get a second fighter group. We don't have enough aircraft for this shit, but this is like a rapid expansion. You already have fighters, and then you're getting medium bombers. Dude, the fucking airplane manufacturers, like, this would make the economy boom with everything we are doing. They would be making so much money. Medium bomber. I did medium bomber with that other one, right? Yeah, they move around where they are on this list, I feel like. Maybe I'm imagining things. I'm not sure. But add fighters, and add medium bombers all around, filling up the air bases. We have a lot of stuff about to finish, so let's get another Steiermark producing. Didn't take any immediate money that time. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but not all the time. Maybe it's just like the first time you put down a new type of ship. I don't know. But we're building the second one now. A lot of stuff is about to finish. I'll keep an eye on this, but like, once you get up to this, it could just go up rather crazily. 5 new destroyers, 6 new corvettes. France wants to sell us tech. Yes. Yeah, I'll take that. Advanced centerline torpedoes on ships up to 7,000 tons. Damn. That makes me tempted to have like 7,000 ton light cruisers, quite frankly. But no. No, not this moment. What we have is decent enough, I'd say. Money is getting better again. We're going to need another new division for destroyers. Add, whoa, that's a bunch. All of these there. Assign a commander who is going to be, I guess, this guy right here. Another poor ship handler. In anticipation of a potential war, let's get the Budapests out of mothball into reserve fleet so that they would recover more quickly, I believe. That's what would happen there. And we'll just keep monitoring this, because 7 is scary. We went from like 8 to 16 that last time. 3 new corvettes are done. 6 new destroyers are done. We're going to have a lot of money. What do you see as the most likely enemy in a future war? Oh, God, man. What's our budget? Our budget is actually past theirs for once. That's usually never the case. Our resources are better than theirs, so it should be. Although it's a little more narrow now that they have more possessions. I don't want to just flat out do this because I know exactly how this will go. I don't want to lose stuff. It's just budget and tension all over the place, or budget and tension with just Italy. Ugh. Or lose budget, prestige. Italy. They finished a battlecruiser. They're making 2 more. They're finally starting on a new battleship. What is it? 57,000 tons. Oh my God. They have 1 AMC, not a whole lot else building. Their efforts are very focused on those battle cruisers and now a battleship. Okay, I'm just going to pick them. Italy, it's without a doubt Italy. Fleet logistics, invasion capability, French possession, Senegal rebels have been eradicated. Getting really close to war with Italy again, guys. Okay. That's fun. Let's shift some things back into active fleet, because we could have another war on our hand already. Because I'm not going to say no to it, because they're beaten up from that last war, and that last war didn't really end too great anyway. Let you guys actually work up. And then we just get all the destroyers on active fleet. Okay. Sort by status. They got the moth. These guys would stay on mothball. I probably wouldn't reactivate them because we probably wouldn't really use them. Working up. Okay, this is fine. If we get more, we're at 8 tension. I'll active force the other ones, but for now, I think this will be a decent enough step in the right direction. What am I talking about, really? Look how much money we have. All right, what if we active force the light cruisers? Okay, we could afford a 3rd ship building like that. There's only one new destroyer that's going to finish, so how would budget be with everything on active fleet? Decent. It would be decent. And we could get another thing building. Here's a better thing. Just set the air bases back to active, which I still don't know what that does. I think it just lowers like the aircraft maintenance. I'm not sure. But we'll set these back to active as well. Ooh. Okay, it's already expanding. It's still expanding even though I've overridden what it says. Okay, and we still have a little bit of a surplus there, so we could build more. It actually let me build or scrap those old battleships right now. It let me go under 7 and scrap them. I don't know why. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that I'm building battle cruisers. Maybe he's about to yell at me for this in a moment. I don't know. I just know that I did it, and it worked. So the whole fleet's back on active. We have a little bit more money to work with. We'll have a slight bit more in a moment, but this hardly would be enough to pay for what we need to pay for. So, I don't know. Well, I guess we have just so much money sitting around. Let's order another one. The Vorarlberg, sure. Because we could go over for quite a couple turns right now. Theoretically, industrial production improvement would make things soar. The DD Planet has joined the military. Weight savings on machinery. Tension with Italy reduced due to recent war. Honestly, I'm just going to keep provoking them every chance it gives me. Our fleet is, quite frankly, just superior to theirs. Our destroyer fleet is fully recovered. We have our submarines out. They only have 18 submarines. Our aircraft is rapidly catching up towards them. We're going to have 500 aircraft. We didn't even have, I don't know, we had like maybe 200, roughly, during that last war. So we stand a pretty decent chance right now. We have to add, oh my god, so many new pythons. All right, well, that's complete. We have all the pythons done. All their fleets are full. Give them a commander. We could get rid of the 3rd battle division because it doesn't have any ships. So let's dissolve the 3rd battle division. There you go. Everything else is as good as I can get it, and we have a nice full episode. So, we have our next battlecruiser fleet building. Didn't think we'd really make any more, but I'll do it. It's nice to have them as a scout fleet, and Italy's still making them, so we can build one in the size range that they're building them. I'll get a division of that out. They probably won't see this upcoming war. I'm gonna pick whatever lets me fuck with Italy at this point, because, again, my fleet is still kind of better than theirs. They have more tonnage, but that's building, because they're building a 57,000-ton battleship. Our aircraft's catching up. We're ready to fight them still, right? Especially if I go into active fleet now. But that is going to progress on the next episode. So, we might have another war with Italy much sooner than I thought, but I'm okay with it if we do. For now, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.